Hi, this is Danny from the Whiteboard blog, and in this tutorial I want to just go through the camera tool for Smart Notebook 10. The camera tool lets you capture pictures from anything you can see on the screen, whether that's stills from a YouTube video, whether that's clips and pictures from the internet, or parts of a piece of software that you're using. So to start off with, we need just to select the camera tool. I do that by clicking on the camera from the toolbar just up the top here. When you do that, the camera tool will appear somewhere on the screen. Normally it will appear in the last place you used it. Sometimes it's in the top left corner and people miss it. I'm going to just put it over here out of the way so I can use it. Then I'm going to minimize my Smart Notebook. I've pre-Google searched an image. Here's a picture of an elephant. Here's the toolbar, and there's 4 buttons on the toolbar. The end two I find are the most useful. The first button lets you take a square area and capture everything inside that square. Then you get active window, then you get full screen, and then the last one is a freehand selection. And the end two, as I said, are the ones I use the most. Also, it's worth noting this little box here that says capture to new page. With that ticked, every picture you take will put itself onto a brand new, clean Smart Notebook page. If you want to have lots of pictures on the same page, say you're doing a sequencing activity, you want just lots of images for a sorting or a grouping activity, if you have that unticked, then all the images will appear on the same page. So I'm going to start with taking the square area. So here's my desktop capture tool, here's my selection area. Click on that. I get a little crosshair. What I've got to be careful to do now is not just click the button, which I've seen a lot of people do. That does a full screen capture if you're interested. I'm just going to hold my left mouse button down and then move my mouse to drag a square, and that will gradually stretch across the area I wish to select. Then when I let go, everything inside the area should now be captured. If I just go back to Smart Notebook, there it is. Getting a little bit of an artifact from the screen recording, I think, from looking at that, but that kind of works. Minimize it down again. I use the freehand selection this time. Click on freehand selection and I can draw around part of my picture. Keeping the mouse button down each time, or on the smartboard itself, just holding the finger on the screen or pen on the screen. I'll let go. Again, it's taken a capture. Go back to Smart Notebook, and there's my elephant's head. So any part of a picture I can select, whether it's cutting a person out of an image, cutting an animal out of one background and placing on a different background, taking separate elements from a picture and rearranging them in a different way. The freehand selection tool I find is very useful. As well as the normal kind of grabbing from images, you could also grab from YouTube video. This will take stills, it won't capture the full movie. But again, if I click on capture to new page, I can click and drag to make an area selection. When I let go, it'll take a still from that video, put it on the screen. What I could then do would be to play that video forward a few frames and then pause it again, take another capture, and gradually build up a sequence of images taken from that YouTube video for sequencing activities or just to annotate and draw on top of. The beauty of having these images in Smart Notebook now is it's very easy to annotate on top of them. So if I give myself a new page, put my picture on here, I can then pick up some of these tools and start annotating on top of my video, labeling diagrams and so on if I want to. Okay, so that's the desktop capture tool. Very simple to use. Just click on the camera and click on the buttons. But I find that a very powerful tool. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Do keep an eye out on the Whiteboard blog for more tutorials coming in the future. Thanks a lot.